What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another full card breakdown. This is for UFC Vegas 83, Yadong versus Gutierrez. This is a decent card. There was 10 cards in the fight just a couple days ago, and they've added 2 more. We got Costa and Garcia back, which is going to be a really good fight. You know, Garcia was sick last week, so they rescheduled it, which made this card better because this card was terrible. It was supposed to be UFC Shanghai, and then or something like that. One of them places in China, and then it got canceled where they couldn't go over there, so they came here, lost a lot of the fights. It was a road to the UFC type card, but now we get it in Vegas, and they got 12 fights, and we're gonna find some good betting spots as always. I have 3 bets on this card already. I like them. Already beat some line movement, but yeah, man, we're gonna everybody, please, before I get into this stuff, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment to help the algorithm. Let me know how much you won last week. Leave a letter, whatever you want to do. Anything to help the algorithm. We're going to do a quick recap of UFC Austin, and then we're going to get right into this UFC Vegas 83 stuff. UFC Austin, I went 2-3 on my bets for minus 2.25 units. It was, I mean, I didn't lose a lot of units, but man, it was one of my worst night of picks on the year, dude. I just, that was a weird night of fighting, but 2-3 minus 2.25 units, 2 winning bets. I had Jakar close, plus 2.5 units, man. And that was awesome when he slammed him. You know, that was just, it was just crazy. And 2 of them in a row. Second winning bet, I had Bellato parlayed with Brundage under 1.5. I got plus 3 units on that. And Bellato had to come back from the dead doing a Tyson Fury. And then the Brundage over, another slam, easy money. 3 losing bets, Kelvin Gastelum. Wow, man. Terrible, terrible takedown defense. Like the worst takedown defense. That's just a terrible bet, man. Minus 3 units on that. Jamie Lynn Horth, minus 3.25 units on her. And it was a split decision. And I thought she won the second round with bigger strikes, clinch control, the 2 takedowns, landed some ground and pound. She got up kicked, but it's not, she just got like off balance. It's not like she fell on her back and got dropped. So, but it is what it is. Close fight, wasn't no robbery. Minus 3.25 units. And then my third losing bet was Beneil Dariush, and he got murdered, man. That was a nice knee to right punch combo, man, that put him out. So minus 1.5 units on that. So 2-3 for minus 2.25 units. Like I said, this is the best time of the week or the toughest time, man. And make sure your recappers do recaps. Your cappers do recaps, or what would the kids say? They're just capping. You know what I mean? Because you got to show what you do every single week, win, lose, or draw. Even if you lose, it doesn't matter. You're showing it, and that's going to build the trust, and that's going to build everything, as long as you ain't losing every single week. But yeah, man, you know, I won 5.3 units last week, gave a little back this week, but it is what it is. We'll be back. We'll be back. But yeah, everybody, like I said, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Layer Cake Patreon, $10 a month. If you want to support my channel, if you win some bets, you just want to support the channel to help me keep doing this and want me to keep doing this, my Layer Cake Patreon, man. And besides the $10 of support, you're going to get my bets, my early bets. I already posted bets, man, and beat a ton of line movements. I got bets all the way out to 296 and 3 bets on 296. And then for the break, when we're off for them 4 weeks, I'm going to be working. I'm going to get me about 2 cards ahead. I'm going to be getting bets in. We're going to be beating a ton of line movements. So Layer Cake Patreon, link is in the description. This is where then I have a Discord in there too. We're always commenting and stuff. You get my Layer Cake parlay, DraftKings lineup, 10 best bets in order of confidence, and my bets as soon as I place them. Yeah, I don't got no AI doctors or AI nurse, whatever. I don't got 48 people working for me, but my bets hit. You know what I mean? I'm up over 32 units on the year, 111 units, you know, in the last 2 years. So my bets hit, man. So you're gonna get your Patreon money back just beating line movements. But next thing is Underdog Fantasy. I signed a partnership with them, and on Underdog you can go on there and you can do Pick'em MMA right now, where you do like higher or lower on significant strikes, takedowns, stuff like that. It's only available in like 24 states right now, but it'll get bigger and it'll get better. But use the link that I have in the description. It is it's a link for my blood money. You got to use my promo code blood money, and the link will take you right to it. The first 50 people, which I already got about 20 people signed up, the first 50 people that go on there, you can use $10. They'll match you $10, and then you will get added into this drawing. I'm doing this drawing. You're going to have to go on Twitter, make a Twitter account, but I'm going to do this drawing on the day of the fights. I'm going to have everybody that's entered in the contest comment on a post that I make so everybody can see it and see what significant strikes they comment on. And then whoever, you got a 1 in 50 chance to win these. Whoever hits it closest to it or right on it is going to win these cards. And this is $500 to $700 worth of cards that you could sell for that much money right now. First card, Tom Aspinall, autograph rookie, numbered to 99. Super short print autograph rookie. Ciro Gan, autograph rookie. PSA 9 mint. Umar Nurmagomedov, silver prism rookie, 9 mint. And a cool ass one is the Shavkat rookie, graded 9 mint. And this is short print to $299. Like I said, $500 to $700 worth of cards. You can do a $10 sign up, and they'll give you the matching bonus, so it's free. You're going to get your $10. You keep your $10. You get $10 matching bonus, and you get added into this. So what you're going to do is just send me a screenshot on Twitter or Instagram when you make the deposit and show that it has the Underdog Fantasy deposit, and then I'll enter you in the contest. And like I said, I'll be in touch with everybody that's on the list for it. But I appreciate all that. Everybody, really quick, I want to go over some winning bets for my Layer Cake Patreon or Layer Cake Discord, where I got some really cool people in there. And I want to shout out Polly Me, Max Nugent for hitting the big parlay. Look at this. Veronica Hardy, Jakar Close, Misha Tate, Silva, and Figueiredo. 250 to win 67. That's a crazy hit. You had Hardy, Close, Tate, and Silva there. Hit that bet on both of them. That was excellent. Shout out to my boy Kiwi Brew hitting the big one. Davison Figueiredo, Veronica Hardy. 10 to win 52. That's a good hit. Jared Gordon, look at him out here betting Jared Gordon, man. That was nice. Jakar Close, excellent bets. Hardy, man. Figueiredo, like I said. Then Daniel, not the best night, but I'll take a -2 unit loss on a crazy night. Yeah, that wasn't bad. I've seen a lot of people get reverse swept, but Bellato and the unders in the Zachary Reese fight, and then Jakar Close. How easy was that? And last but not least, Alex out here hitting the crazy one. Veronica Hardy, Jared Gordon, Cody Brundage, Misha Tate, 4 underdogs hitting 5 to hit 210. So shout out to Alex, man. That's a big win right there. So shout out to Alex. And everybody keep posting them bets, and I'll put them up here. We're gonna do kind of like a quick picks thing again here because I've been working like crazy, and your boy's tired, man. Your boy's tired, dude. So let's get right into these fights. We're going to get the screen on here real quick. Here we go. First fight of the night is going to be Hyun dos Santos, and I know the R is spelled, but it's spelled Rayanne, but however you say it, dos Santos versus Tailta Alencar. And it's going to be a decent fight. Dos Santos, she's pretty well-rounded. She's got decent striking. She's got decent wrestling, decent jiu-jitsu, fast leg kicks, really nice jab and left hook. I like her left hand. Seems to have, like I said, decent offensive and defensive grappling, but it's not the greatest. She really wants to strike. Good striking when she lets it go, but she can be real low output. If you watch some of her fights, she'll be low output. Even on the Contender Series, she moves a lot and just runs around. Alencar, excellent jiu-jitsu. She's got pretty good takedowns. She had nice single legs, double legs on the Contender Series. The girl she fought on the Contender Series is a beast too. World champion jiu-jitsu. She's very heavy on top, and she's constantly going for the submission. I think this is going to be a really good fight. I actually think that Alencar is going to win this fight because, like I said, I think the girl that she had a draw with on the Contender Series would throw a beat down on Rayanne dos Santos. But I think that Alencar is going to land some takedowns, get some control time, and either get a decision or get the submission here. She puts a lot of pressure on, and like I said, the girl that she fought on the Contender Series was huge too. That girl was like 5'6" and just hard to take down, very well-rounded, hit hard, and Alencar was able to take her down, win 2 convincing rounds, and then survive a beating that girl gave her. So she's very durable, and she's just more skilled in my opinion. So give me Alencar there. Next fight is in the women's bantamweight division. We got Stephanie Egger versus Luana Santos, and this is going to be a tricky fight. Stephanie Egger, black belt in judo, excellent jiu-jitsu, very heavy on top. She's got pretty decent wrestling. She's got okay striking. It's not really her thing, but the same thing can be said for Luana Santos. A major thing about this fight that a lot of people might not know is she's coming up from flyweight. This is the first time I went back and looked through all her fights, and she's never fought bantamweight. So I don't know why she's coming up to bantamweight. Maybe she just took this fight on short notice because the UFC offered it to her. But she's a black belt in judo too. She's got decent jiu-jitsu. I think she's like a blue belt or something in jiu-jitsu or brown belt. But she's good. She's well-rounded. You've seen her against Juliana Miller last fight. She was throwing big punches, and they weren't the best punches, but they were hitting pretty hard, and they were long, man. And yeah, she's big at flyweight, 5'6" with the 67-inch reach. They're both the same height, 5'6" with the 68-inch reach. So Edgar will have 1 inch of reach. And in this fight, man, I'm going to take Edgar. She's a little older, yeah, and she's got some losses in the UFC, but she's been fighting really good girls in the UFC. And she took Cortez to a really good decision. She's got armbarred by Mayra Bueno Silva, and then obviously the knee bar in her last fight by the Russian Ronda. But other than that, she's pretty good. Her win over Eileen Perez was really, really nice. I think they both have judo. I just think Stephanie Edgar is going to be the bigger lady here, man. You know what I mean? She's been fighting at bantamweight for a long time, and Luana Santos, I really don't know why she's coming up when she should be doing great at flyweight. I'm taking Stephanie Edgar here. I think Stephanie Edgar is actually going to have the better judo at this point. I think she's going to be the bigger, stronger lady, and I think she wins. I'm trying to bring myself to stay away from the women's freaking MMA, but man, it just keeps calling my name, and she's like plus 165. So we'll see what I get around to. Next fight is in the men's welterweight division, and this is going to be a good one, man. We got Kenan Song versus Kevin Jousset. Kenan Song's 21-7, currently sitting at plus 145, 33 years old, 6 foot with the 71.5-inch reach. Kevin Jousset is 9-2, currently sitting at minus 170s, 30 years old, 6'2 with the 75-inch reach. So you see Jousset's 1 inch taller with 3.5 inches of reach. And yeah, man, this should be a pretty good fight. Kenan Song has good striking. He's got really good power in his hands. You've seen his last fight against Rolando Bedoya. He was able to hurt him a couple times. He was able to eat everything that Bedoya sent to him. And then he was able to hurt him, man. He's got a powerful straight right. His jab and left hook's nice. You've seen him hurt Ian Gary with that. That's what he dropped Gary with that sick left hook. And he's well-rounded. He's got a ton of fights in the UFC. He's got good offensive and defensive wrestling. It's never really been just the way to beat him. He has been knocked out a couple times. Max Griffin hit him with a weird punch that just knocked him out of nowhere. And then earlier on in his career, he's fighting some tough people. But Max Griffin got him with them punches. Ian Gary beat him down and TKO'd him just like with so many strikes just built up. But he's a tough dude. Went to decision with Alex Morono. And that last fight with Rolando Bedoya was nice. Kevin Jousset, man, what can I say? I'm not that impressed with this dude. He's a big dude. He's slow. He's got low output. He looked decent in his last fight against Kiefer Crosby, but that dude is terrible. He didn't even try. Kiefer Crosby came out like Eddie Alvarez, gave this dude 2.5 minutes of a beating, and then when Jousset took it and kept coming forward, the dude just folded and let him choke him out. But he does have long, powerful kickboxing. He's got a black belt in judo. He's got decent jiu-jitsu. I don't think it's great. I just think he's a big dude, and the dudes give up, and he ends up choking him out. Powerful calf kicks. That's what he used to beat up Crosby. That's really what made him kind of give up. But very durable. He's got pretty good gas tank. But like I said, he's low output, and I just don't see where he's great anywhere. If you go look, I've watched him. Let's see. He got beat by this dude that was just a year and 4 months ago. That was 6-2, and that dude's not even that good. 7-3. Lost his next fight after that. Then he had this dude with Saeed. This was like an Iranian wrestler striker that was okay. That was 8-4. What's the dude now? The dude's 8-5, yeah. So he hasn't even fought again after that. And he had a majority decision over that guy. And that was just 2 years ago. Like, he's fought low-level guys. When he was fighting them guys, Kenan Song's out here fighting real Alex Moreno and real UFC fighters, But I like Kenan Song here. I think that Rolando Bedoya is a way tougher opponent than Kevin Jousset, to be honest. Rolando Bedoya was throwing power leg kicks with both legs, throws out tons of volume, super tough, super durable. I think Jousset's too hittable. I think that he uses that durability to come forward, and I think Kenan Song is going to hit him with some big stuff. I don't know if he gets him out of there, but I think it's a lot like the Bedoya fight where he just keeps he takes what Jousset has to offer. Jousset's just too hittable, and Kenan Song's going to hit him with bigger shots, hurt him, rock him, and get either the decision or get the TKO victory. I just think that dude's not that great, to be honest. Next fight is in the men's flyweight division. We got Tatsuro Taira versus Carlos Hernandez. Tatsuro is 14-0, currently sitting at minus 440, 23 years old, 5'7" with a 70-inch reach. Hernandez is 9-2, 30 years old, 5'8" with the 67-inch reach. So you see Hernandez is 1 inch taller, but Tatsuro has 3 inches of reach. Tatsuro, man, this kid is good. 14-0. He's got long, smooth kickboxing. He doesn't use it all that much because obviously he's a great grappler, got really good wrestling, but he does have long, smooth kickboxing, man, good kicks, fast, straight right down the pipe. Who was it that he hurt with some strikes? Vergara and Candelario too, man. He dropped him a couple times with some strikes. Since then, it hasn't looked the greatest, but like it's hard to strike against Chares, man. That dude's good, and then Vergara's got pretty good striking too. But he's good, strong wrestling, man. Good body locks, good double legs, smooth BJJ. His transitions are excellent. He's great at taking the back, and when he takes the back, man, he's looking for that rear naked choke. He's looking for triangle arm bars, everything, man. Just good, awesome back takes, good cardio, good toughness. That's the main thing I like about him is his toughness. He almost got choked out by Charas in that last 20 seconds, and he just held on and ended up surviving it. But he's super good, and he's a great prospect. Carlos Hernandez, this dude, good boxing. He throws a ton of volume. He just doesn't have any power. He has okay offensive and defensive wrestling. You've seen against like Dennis Bondar, who's terrible, but overall, man, he's got a decent clinch. He's got some good clinch knees. He's tough. He's durable. He's scrappy. He throws a lot of volume. He's got really good cardio, but I just don't think much of that's going to help him here. I think that Tatsuro is going to be able to hang with him in the striking, hit him with some big shots, and then I think he's going to be able to dominate him with grappling just like Nascimento did. So give me Tatsuro Taira, and I'm going to say that he gets him out of there by submission. I don't know which round. Maybe he wears on him, gets him out of there in the third. But, I mean, he got Vergara out of there in the second, and I think he's tougher than Hernandez. So, first, second round sub for Tatsuro Taira. Next fight is in the men's flyweight division. We got Hung Sung Park for Shannon Ross. Hung Sung Park 8-0, currently sitting at minus 220, or is it minus 500? He's minus 500 everywhere I was seeing. So we're going to go with minus 500. 28 years old, 5'7" with the 66-inch reach. Shannon Ross is 13-8, currently sitting at plus 350. 34 years old, 5'6" with the 66-inch reach. I'm going to start this one off by saying I think Shannon Ross is going to win this fight at plus 500. I think Hung Sung Park, man, I went back and watched his fights. This guy's not that good. He's got decent wrestling. He's got decent jiu-jitsu. He's no wizard. He's no Tatsuro Taira, nothing like that. Decent jiu-jitsu, decent wrestling, and his striking's just okay. You see this guy right here, how he got punches in round one, 356, Jeremiah Seagar. Yeah, this dude's 7-5 now. He's a Muay Thai striker, 5'2" with the 63-inch reach, and he was winning the striking battle and then ended up getting taken down and choked out because he's just a Muay Thai guy. Next guy he fought on road to UFC is another Muay Thai guy out of Thailand, 31 years old. This guy dropped him, hurt him, was beating him up, and he took him down and choked him out because he's a Muay Thai guy, and they had no wrestling. Then on the road to UFC finals, he got beat 2-0, and then this Sung Choi gassed out, and then he took over and started beating him up and choked him out. And then other than that, man, 0, 0, 0, 0, 4 and 5, 2 and 2. You're not going to go check that stuff out. So anything I see on this guy, he does not look good. His striking doesn't look that great. His wrestling doesn't look that great. He's like 1 and 3 on takedowns on that dude, and he didn't even barely try. That dude was taking him down. Choi on the road to Contender Series or road to UFC was taking him down. Shannon Ross, yes, he can be knocked out. He's got 3 knockout losses in a row, but them dudes could all punch. Even Aguilar, people are going to be like, he got knocked out by Aguilar. That dude, if you watch all his fights, all he does is throw powerful overhand rights, try to get him in clinch, take him down. Well, one happened to land here. But Salvador, dude, that dude throws heat. What is he? He was 13-5 with 13 KOs, right? Yeah, 13 KOs as a flyweight. So that dude's knocking people out. Clinton Rodriguez hurt him to the body, knocked him out. Jesse Aguilar, he was looking for the shot and then got hit with that overhand right. I don't think that Sung Young Park can hit like that, so he's not going to knock Shannon Ross out. And if you watch Shannon Ross fight, he's got good wrestling. I think he has better wrestling than Hung Sung Park. I honestly think he has better wrestling than Hung Sung Park. He has great cardio. In his fights, he has a lot of comebacks, and he's tough when he's not getting finished. But Hung Sung Park's not a striker. He's a grappler, so I don't think he finishes Shannon Ross. So call me crazy, but Shannon Ross has good striking. He has good grappling, and he has good wrestling, and he has good cardio, and he's tough as hell. He just has that chin problem, but Park ain't going to test the chin problem. Give me Shannon Ross here at plus 380. This is like a Mike Breeden thing. Hung Sung Park is not good. He's not good. He's like Anshul Jobli. He's not good. He's not proven nothing. To be minus 500 against anybody that's a UFC fighter for this guy's crazy because Hung Sung Park is not good. I'll repeat that. The guy's not that good. So yeah, man, give me Shannon Ross there. I know other people you're gonna probably listen to him. They're gonna talk about, man, Shannon Ross has a chance, but nobody's probably gonna pick him. I'm telling you, if he don't get knocked out, he wins this fight, and that dude's not a knockout guy. So give me him all day long. Next fight is in the men's 155-pound division. We got Nasrat Haqparast versus Jamie Mullarkey. Nasrat Haqparast is 15-5, currently sitting at -220, 28 years old, 5'10" with a 72-inch reach. Jamie Mullarkey, 17-6, 29 years old, 6 foot with a 74-inch reach. So you see Mullarkey's 2 inches taller with 2 inches of reach. Nasrat, man, really good southpaw boxing. It's super smooth. He's got good movement. He's got really good striking defense. He's got a powerful left hand when he shoots it right down the pipe, and he's got a really powerful right hook. Pretty good takedown D, but he's super one-dimensional, man. He's only going to box you. He throws a little bit of leg kicks. He has been throwing a left high kick that was pretty fast against like McDessie and stuff. But other than that, man, tough, good cardio, veteran experience. His last 6 fights have gone decision. He can be backed up sometimes, and sometimes he doesn't fight good against these longer dudes like Dan Hooker. Jamie Mullarkey and Dan Hooker are kind of built the same. Not saying they're the same fighter, but they kind of fight alike. It's just like Jamie's like if you order Dan Hooker off a Wish. But yeah, man, Jamie Mullarkey, well-rounded fighter, pretty good offensive and defensive wrestling, pretty good boxing. He'll throw some combos though and can get hit in the middle of them, and that's when he's getting hurt. Or he just freezes like he did against what's the one dude's name that knocked him out cold when he froze Naimov. But before that, man, I'm looking at fights like Francisco Prado where he looked really good, even though Prado was on super short notice, had to fly across the world. Looked good against Michael Johnson, got dropped there, but was able to drop him back. Got finished by Jalen Turner, but he's really not bad. He got that win over John McDessie, and I rewatched it, and I thought he won the fight. I know there was a lot of talk, but I thought he kind of won that fight. I didn't have anything on it or nothing. But in this fight, I'm going to take Nasrat Haqparast to win. Even though I was looking at Jamie Mullarkey at that like plus 180, it's just that Nasrat's a little bit more technical, and he's got way better striking defense. And I think that he can hit him with some really big shots and just drop Mullarkey at certain points. But this is going to be a close fight because Nasrat never pulls away from anybody because all he does is box. So it's always like 1 for 1. But give me Nasrat to win by decision here. I don't think he finishes Jamie Mullarkey. He's usually pretty durable. So yeah, give me that. Next fight is the replacement fight, and this fight's at 140 pound catchweight. We got Daniel Marcos versus Carlos Vera. Daniel Marcos, 15-0, 30 years old, 5'7" to 69-inch reach. Vera is 36 years old, 5'6" with 69.5-inch reach. So Daniel Marcos, man, he's got good striking. He's got good power, both hands, both legs, throws a lot of volume, has excellent cardio. He didn't throw a lot of volume against Davy Grant in his last fight. He should be 14-1. But he's still a tough man and has already been in there with dudes like Davy Grant, which is pretty good. But yeah, man, he's well-rounded, tough, good cardio, and really wants to strike. He can go to the ground if he wants to, but really wants to strike and beat you up standing there. Good clinch knees and just super tough dude. Carlos Vera, man, if you've seen, he was on the Ultimate Fighter. Really didn't put up, have too bad of a showing for having to fight the eventual winner, Brad Katona. But he's a good jiu-jitsu guy with decent striking, but he likes to be on the ground. And he has pretty good submissions, 5 submissions. He's been submitted himself though. But 36-year-old bantamweight, it's just tough. He's coming in here on short notice. I know he was getting ready for a fight though on the regional scene, and then Daniel Marcos, I'm sure he was getting ready for something, but I'm sure they wanted to throw this card together. That's why it's at 140. So it's just weird. You know what I mean? Like, what are we even doing here? I haven't seen no odds or nothing. I'm taking Daniel Marcos. I'm going to say that he gets a decision. Carlos Vera seems pretty freaking tough. And Daniel Marcos, out of his 15 wins, I think he's got 6 or 8 decisions, 7 decisions, and 8 KOs. So I don't think he KOs Vera. Maybe he does, but give me him by decision. And then obviously we have getting the Steve Garcia, Melk Costa fight. And I'm not going to break this down again. Both dudes are super dangerous. Steve Garcia, man, he's throwing heat out of the left-handed stance. He's very, very hittable, but he throws heat. He's got good grappling. He's a big dude. 14-5, 31 years old, 6 foot with the 73-inch reach. Costa's 20-6, 27 years old, 5'10" with the 73-inch reach. The fight got canceled last week because Garcia had a bad weight cut and had to go to the hospital and stuff. So that does not sound good. I'm changing my pick to Melk Costa just because that does not sound good. You know, if you had to go to the hospital for your weight cut, then these guys had to fly to Vegas from Austin and all that. I'm going to go with Melk. I'm going to go with the dude that's having a lot less stuff going on in his life. I will probably won't be betting it though, but I'll probably be looking at that under or 1.5 or 2.5, like I had last time. But yeah, give me Costa in that fight this time. I hate changing my bet, but you know what I mean? If Costa would have, I picked Garcia last week, but if Costa would have went to the hospital being sick, I would have kept it with Garcia, but why take chances? Next fight is in the men's 185-pound division. We got Andre Muniz versus Young Park. Andre Muniz is 23-6, currently sitting at plus 180, 33 years old, 6'1" with a 78-inch reach. Park 17-5, currently sitting at minus 220, 32 years old, 5'10" with a 73-inch reach. Andre Muniz, world-class BJJ, can sub anybody, subbed Jacare. He's got a lot of subs on his record. I mean, 23 wins. I think he's got like 15 subs or something crazy like that. Yeah, 15 submission wins, 4 KO wins, but you also see he's got 6 losses by finish, 5 KO, 1 submission. Last 2 fights got beat up bad by Paul Craig. Was looking decent until, man, Paul Craig just overpowered him on the ground in that second round and beat him down. Had a good fight with Brendan Allen, a stand-up fight until the 3rd round where he gassed out again and then got beat up. But yeah, man, decent long kickboxing, world-class jiu-jitsu, pretty good wrestling, and the dude is huge, man. He's a giant 185er. That's 2 inch or 3 inches of reach and 3 inches of height and 5 inches of reach is going to be big here. Like, he's definitely going to be able to get Park to the ground in that first round. Come out, he's going to be so much bigger. He's going to be able to get him down. It's just, can Park scramble, stay out of the submissions, get up and keep making him work? Young Park, man, this dude is a beast. He has phenomenal cardio. He uses that as a weapon in his fights. He did it with Albert Duriev, broke his nose within like the first 30 seconds and then just, you know, overwhelmed him. Did it to Tulian, did it to Holmes. Them guys are all kind of lower level though a little bit. Eric Anders, I thought he lost that fight, and then he got finished by Gregory Rodriguez in a crazy back and forth fight. But I went back and watched him fight Fluffy Hernandez too when he got Anaconda choked, and you know that was 4 years ago. So I wanted to see how he did against the high level jiu-jitsu guy, and he was doing pretty good, you know, against Fluffy Hernandez. But Fluffy Hernandez, I don't think at that point was near as good as what Muniz is at this point. But Young Park has good boxing. He's got a really good jab. He's got really good forward pressure. His superpowers are cardio and durability. He's got pretty good offensive and defensive wrestling. He's got really good scrambles, and he makes guys work. This fight's going to be really good. It's tough to call. I'm going to take Park. I'm going to say Park. He showed pretty good submission defense against Hernandez, and Hernandez had to put a crazy pace on him before he finished him in that second round. And as we know, Hernandez has crazy cardio, which Muniz does not. So I'm going to say that Young Park survives a super tough first round, and then he's able to take over in that second. And I'm going to say he gets Muniz out of there in that 3rd round by TKO. I say he gets him out of there by TKO. He has had 3 rear naked chokes in a row, but I cannot see him choking out Muniz. You know what I mean? He's got 5 KO, 6 submission. I'm going to say TKO on the ground. Next fight is in the men's flyweight division. We got Sumugaerji versus Allan Nascimento. Sumugaerji's 16-5, currently sitting at plus 205. 27 years old, 5'8" with a 72-inch reach. Nascimento's 20-6, currently sitting at about minus 350. 32 years old, 5'8" with a 69.5-inch reach. Yeah, man, this is going to be a crazy fight. Sumugaerji's a striker with really long, fast kickboxing with some power in his hands, straight, powerful punches. He has a good kick game. He throws a lot of volume with a lot of power, and he's super accurate. You see him against Matt Schnell. Every time he was touching him, he was rocking Schnell. It's just that he was standing elbows with all kinds of stuff. It's just that he cannot get him out of there. He does have 13 KO wins out of his 16 wins, but a lot of them fights are lower level guys. And then if you go also look at his losses, like he's got 5 losses, and they're all by submission, which is no bueno against Allan Nascimento, who's a high level black belt out of shoot to box. And you know what I mean? He got submitted by Matt Schnell. He got submitted by Luis Smoka, which is the opposite of a good look. So in this fight, you know, you got Nascimento, shoot box guy, good enough Muay Thai when he's standing that he's going to be able to stay safe. He's never been finished in 26 fights. He's got good wrestling, and he's got excellent jiu-jitsu. You've seen it against Carlos Hernandez in the last fight when he choked him out. You've seen it against Jake Hadley. I thought he won the fight with Tagir Ulanbekov, and I even thought he won with Paiva. Look at this, man. Every time this dude loses split decision, he has 3 split decision losses in a row. So, or wait, Well, there, 3 split decision losses, Ulanbekov, Paiva, and Mota. So, yeah, man, give me Allan Nascimento. He stays safe in the striking for the first 40 seconds like he did with Hadley, like he did with Hernandez, and throws some good stuff his zone, lands a takedown, and he is going to give Sumugaerji his 6th submission loss, and Nascimento will get his, 16th submission win? Yes, sir. He already has 15. That'll take him up to 16. Next fight is in the men's 205-pound division, the co-main event. We got Anthony Smith versus Khalil Rountree Jr. Anthony Smith is 37, 18, and 18. He's currently sitting at plus 200, 35 years old, 6'4", with a 76-inch reach. Khalil Rountree Jr. is 12 and 5, currently sitting at minus 240, 33 years old, 6'1", with a 76.5-inch reach. So you see, Anthony Smith is going to be about, 2 years old, a little less than 2 years, about a year and a half older. He's 3 inches taller, and Rountree is going to have half an inch of reach. And yeah, man, Lionheart has been fighting the top 10 guys in the world for the last, 5 years. Fought John Jones, fought Ankalaev, fought Johnny Walker. He's fought all the dangerous guys at 205, man, and done pretty well. He's got some wins, he's got some losses, but very well-rounded. What I like here, he's got powerful kickboxing, 18 KOs in the kickboxing, which you've seen him. I mean, he was able to rock Ryan Spann when they fought the first time. Rock Ryan Spann with Jimmy Crute with leg kicks, hurt him with leg kicks. But powerful jab, man, a powerful right hand. That's what won him the 3rd round against Ryan Spann in that last fight. Powerful leg kicks. That's what he took out Jimmy Crute with. And the thing that I love the best about him is he's got pretty good wrestling. He doesn't use it all the time, but when he does, like when Johnny Walker hurt him, he was able to just muscle him down, get on top of him, get him in half guard, and control a bunch of the first round in that fight. He ended up losing that fight, but Johnny Walker is a 6'6" savage giant dude that hits very, very hard. But he's got good wrestling and a high-level black belt, man. You see he's got some submissions. Ryan Spann, he triangle choke Devin Clark, rear naked choke Alexander Gustafsson, Volkan Oezdemir rear naked choked him. He's got some good wins on his record. These are the people I just named off, are people Khalil Rountree would never beat. Ryan Spann would beat Khalil Rountree, in my opinion. Jimmy Crute would beat Jimmy Crute might have already beat Khalil Rountree, maybe not, but he would beat Khalil Rountree with the grappling. But Khalil Rountree, dude, super, super powerful Muay Thai striking. He's got powerful leg kicks. He's got a crazy powerful straight left hand. He's a southpaw. And like I said, powerful leg kicks, side kicks. Doesn't throw too many head kicks, but he does throw a powerful left body kick. And he can go up to the head. He's just never really head kicked nobody to sleep. And he's very tough. But he's been fighting, the lower echelon fighters in the light heavyweight division for his whole freaking career. He fought Johnny Walker. He got elbowed to sleep in 1 round. Had that nice win over Eric Anders. But anytime he stepped up in real competition, like Ian Cutelaba, Johnny Walker, like real top 15 guys, he gets beat up, man. Ian Cutelaba, elbows from mount. All Ian Cutelaba did was went out, took him down like 3 times, and then elbowed him from mount, where most of the people we see, like Ryan Spann, Nikita Krylov, Anthony Smith would do, they would survive Cutelaba's first, 3 minutes of craziness, then they would beat the shit out of him. Well, your boy Khalil Rountree couldn't do that. I mean, Ian Cutelaba literally destroyed him. Then he takes that loss to Marcin Prachnio, which is definitely the opposite of a good look. Marcin Prachnio would never beat Anthony Smith. Then he gets wins over Bukauskas, Robertson, Jacoby, which he did not win, and then Chris Dawkins. These are all guys that Anthony Smith would murk. The fact that Khalil Rountree's minus 240 is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I know Anthony Smith, they said he started off like minus 250 in the line flip. I got Anthony Smith at plus 205, and I'm like a very, very happy person. I think Anthony Smith is going to come out here, take Khalil Rountree down, and finish him. I think that's what he's going to do to him, man. Khalil Rountree's grappling is not good. Tyson Pedro, because the thing that throws you off is he's been fighting a lot of strikers, so it doesn't look. And Andrew Sanchez, who's not good, but what is he? He's a wrestler, so he was able to take him down, get a ton of control time, get the win there. Tyson Pedro, wrestler, grappler, rear naked choked him in 1 round. Then he fights people like Daniel Jolly. He did get the win over Paul Craig, but the fight never went to the ground. He got beat up by Olan Jacek, but look, he beats Sakai, who's a kickboxer, because he's a striker. Then he gets knocked out by Walker. He beats Anders, who just kickboxed with him. Then he fights a grappler, Cutelaba, takes him down and beats him up. Then he fights 4 strikers in a row. Bukauskas, Robertson, kickboxer, Jacoby, kickboxer, Chris Dawkins. I don't really know what he does besides like boxing. But anytime he fights a grappler, he's getting beat, and he's never fought anybody. This is the biggest step up in competition. Like, to go, what is he ranked? You know what I mean? What is Khalil Rountree ranked? He's ranked 14th. Anthony Smith is ranked at 9. It's not that big of a difference, but the thing is that Anthony Smith has fought the best guys in the world for about the last 5 years, and Khalil Rountree, like, when his first initial attacks ain't working because Anthony Smith's seen it, Anthony Smith's hitting him back hard. Anthony Smith is 3 inches taller, man. That's going to be a big thing. He's going to be the bigger dude. He's going to be the bigger guy. He's going to land a takedowns. He's going to submit Khalil Rountree. Get your Anthony Smith by submission. I hope you don't TKO him on the ground. Get your Anthony Smith inside the distance, man. He is going to beat Khalil Rountree. Mark Blood Money's word. Main event in the men's bantamweight division, we got Song Yadong versus Chris Gutierrez. Song Yadong is the Kung Fu Kid, is 27-1, currently sitting at -370, 26 years old, 5'8" with a 67-inch reach. Chris Gutierrez is 20-4, currently sitting at +290, 5'9" with a 67-inch reach. So you see Gutierrez is 1 inch taller. This is a weird fight. Gutierrez just fought like a month and a half ago, so against Ali Alatang. So I don't know when they threw this fight together, especially for a main event. But Song Yadong, man, training out of Team Alpha Male, very, very improved grappling. His wrestling looked really, really good against Sandhagen. He won all the grappling exchanges in that fight before he got the big cut and got finished. I thought he had a really good chance of beating Sandhagen. I thought it could have been like 3-1 or 2-2 at worst going into that fifth. But fast, powerful boxing. He's got KO power in both hands. He throws fast head kicks. He's got KO power in that head kick. His uppercuts and right cross is KO City. His right uppercut, man, you seen who'd he hit? I think it was Marlon Moraes. Someone sent him to the shadow realms with that uppercut. Yeah, and very, very fast. He's got an excellent jab. He's got an excellent lead left hook. That's what he's hitting Ricky Simone with. I picked him to win over Ricky Simone too. But the jab's phenomenal. Excellent wrestling, offensive and defensive. He's got excellent cardio, excellent durability. Very, very tough. Like I said, finishing Simone. Simone's the one that got tired in that fight and had to stop shooting takedowns. But he's got high level fighting experience already. I mean, you go back, Marlon Vera, Kyler Phillips, Casey Kenny, Marlon Moraes, Corey Sandhagen, Ricky Simone. I mean, this dude's fought him on, and he's looked good in every single fight, man. And he's just a well-rounded beast with good cardio and good toughness. And this kid's going all the way to the top, I think, top 5. Be fighting for a title sometime in the next year or two for sure. Chris Gutierrez, man, decent boxing, decent movement, really good movement. He's super fast with good movement, powerful leg kicks, man. That's what he messes people up with, his super fast leg kick game. Really good movement and feints, like I said. His boxing isn't the greatest. He more uses it to counter people after they get past his kicking range and they get inside, then he'll throw the hands. But good stance switches, that throws a lot of guys off too with his movement and just constantly switching stances. Good kicks from both legs. He's got good spinning kicks and spinning back fists. That's what he hit Denab Bakhtaral with and knocked him out. Looked good against Ali Alatang, but he's 5'5" and not really good anywhere. Got beat up by Pedro Munoz. Took some big shots, got dropped, and his leg kick game just didn't work against the highest level there, and he got beat. In this fight, I got to go with Song Yadong. I got to say that he's going to be able to defend them leg kicks. He's going to be able to counter them with straight, powerful shots, and then he's going to be able to mix the grappling in. And Chris Gutierrez is just not good off his back. That's why he's got to draw with Cody Durden. Cody Durden came in on short notice, up a weight class, took him down, took his back, got a 10-8 in the first round, and then Gutierrez won the next 2 rounds. But also Gutierrez isn't all that dangerous, so he wasn't able to finish him, and he ended up getting a draw with Cody Durden. But yeah, man, he's fought some lower level guys too. Andre Ewell, Felipe Corrales, who he went to split decision with. Frankie Edgar, that knee was nice, but Geraldo De Freitas, he went to split decision with. He's a good fighter. I think this fight should have been Song Yadong versus Jonathan Martinez, if we're going to be honest. I mean, Jonathan Martinez, should be in the top 10, where Gutierrez number 16 versus number 7. So it's a weird fight. I like Song Yadong here all the way, as long as he doesn't get that lead leg chewed up with leg kicks, which is very possible. I'm taking Song Yadong, and I think that he gets the finish inside the distance. TKO. Later, 4th or 5th round, I think he just keeps beating up Gutierrez, beating him up, taking him down, beating him up, and as he wears on him, he gets that TKO. Man, I really appreciate everybody coming out tonight and hanging out with me, listening to my breakdowns. I'm feeling great about this card. Like I said, I already got 3 bets in, beat a ton of line movement. If you want, man, check out the Patreon. I already got 3 bets in for UFC 296. That's going to be a big card. We're going to win a ton of money on that. But first, we're going to win a ton of money on this. So I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, hanging out with me, and I will see you guys on Wednesday or Thursday night with Johnny K Picks. We're not sure yet, but I'll